Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 2. Well, as I said, I was about ready to quit, but when those two very similar looking guys walked into this disreputable tavern, and just remembered from the many years ago I played this is when you find the guys who I said I didn't want to talk to Tor just yet because we need to talk to these guys first. I just forgot where you find them, but hey there, goody two-shoes, you got to earn your admittance to the bar. You got to arm wrestle me, Buck Dutton. Let's arm wrestle then. I guess it's the only way I'll get some peace in here. You managed to beat the Dutton brother after a tough struggle. Okay. You won that time, aren't you a tricky little cuss? Quick as a gecko with its tail set on fire. Well, the first drink's on me. Thanks, maybe you can tell me something I want to know. What do you want to know from us? Any work around here? Well, there's one thing we could use some help with. What's that, Buck? Do I look especially ugly? I'm Buck. I just thought I said Buck. Well, you're obviously so damn stupid and ugly, besides I don't give a flying fuck which Dutton I'm talking to. Goodbye, asshole. What do you want to know from us? Just which Dutton are you, anyway? I'm Big Nose Sally Dutton. Do you like my dress? I'm Buck Dutton, you stupid tribal. Okay, yeah, I have it now. I need something from you. Hear anything about raw mutilations around here? Well, I hear there are some bug men cutting up ramen out east of us, but I wouldn't believe everything you hear. Oh, thanks. There's something else I need to know. Ever hear of something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit? You're looking for what? Closest I ever get to the Garden of Eden is in loving Jenny's arms over at Ma's boathouse. Okay, thanks. Let me ask you something else. I guess I don't need anything after all. Managed to beat him after a tough struggle. Well, we've been on our burly arm chum. You're lucky I didn't snap your arm like a dried twig. I guess there's still no challenge here in town. Now, let me ask you something. Any work around here? Well, there's one we could use some help with. What's that, Chuck? Do I look especially ugly? I'm Buck. Okay, got it now. What do you want to know? Just which Dutton are you anyway? You just can't get it straight, you damn simpleton tribals. I'm Buck. Okay, so I think they're both going to say that they're Buck regardless of what we do. So but yeah, there's supposed to be a way to, in case it isn't obvious, they're the ones who are responsible for the Bugmen appearances. As I said, in case that's not completely obvious. But you can actually get bonus XP for asking them or agreeing to help them with their little shenanigan, and then going and helping Tor afterward. But, you know, we'll go ahead and skip that, because we got plenty of experiences for XP around here, I think. So right now we're going to go and tackle the issue of the thing in the canyon to the west. You've entered a canyon, and it turns out that, yep, you see a robot. Now here's the kicker. We are not about to try and fight a robot with our bare hands. At least I'm not. But if memory serves, and they didn't change things in the final patch version of the game, you could actually try and run away from the thing so it wouldn't attack you. And you can come back and try and repair. Failed to do any healing. Robot looks healthy already. Failed to learn anything. And oh, just for the heck of it. You see nothing out of the ordinary from the crashed vertibird, and you see a dead Enclave guard who has a yellow reactor keycard. Yeah, you might think this is supposed to be important, but it isn't. That keycard is just loot. And yeah, nothing on this guy. Yeah, we may have to come back once I have a better repair skill, but at the least I think I pacified the robot for now. At the very least, it won't attack me. Well, there's not much we can do until morning, so... You just wait until we get inside, then we can talk. Okay, well, we'll... Oh, that's right. You have to talk to them while they're at their business, not while they're at the bar. Hello there. You have to barter for some of our world-famous Dunton's dry meat? Dry meat? That sounds interesting. Tell me more about that. Well, our dry meat is an incredible blend of 11 herbs and spices. Let me tell you, it's finger-licking good. Animals love it, too. They'll choose you from all over to... Or they'll chase. That's an O. Yeah, that's an A. They'll chase you from all over to get some. Must be that rotten smell. Yeah, this is actually why the jerky is useful. You can drop it to distract animals. Incredible. It sounds as though you actually eat your own dry meat. What I mean to say is, why wouldn't you? Yeah, that's fascinating. Tell me more. It's made from beef aged over 6 months and tenderized by the choicest horsefly maggots. Well, we found there's a sauce made by us personally, if you know what I mean, that gives it that down-home taste. Aha! No cruelty to animals involved here. This is all found meat. Sometimes it takes us a while to find it, but we can usually hone in on the stink. Nothing else like it anywhere. It's unique, and most people here is happy it's like that. Well, you're here to buy some dry meat or what? Actually, I had some questions for you. What do you want to know from us? And same thing. You hear anything about the Brahmin mutilations around here? Well, I hear that there's some bugmen cutting up Brahmin east of us, but I wouldn't believe everything you hear. Okay. And same things before, I'm here to barter. That's great. Well, they've got a bit more than that. They've got jerky, they've got cash, got a crowbar, and a cat's paw magazine. Well, what the heck. Magazines are usually pretty useful. Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you. Need anything else? Yep, that's it for now, Buck. Do I look especially ugly? I'm Chuck. And yeah, I think I may have messed up the chance to ask them about the work. Okay, so heck of it. Let's just go talk to Tor about that job guarding the cattle. Assume we can find him again. Oh, there he is.
What can we and I do you for?
Okay, no, wait, that is somebody else. This is actually Silik. I have some questions for you.
We and I know many things. Travel from great saltwater to home of biting lizards.
Biting lizards?
Geckos. The little dudes don't bite hard. It's the goldens. They go through your leg like an old pipe stem. We and I be glad to answer.
Tell me about the Great Salt Water.
The tribe's home is next to great saltwater. 2 moons from here, friend.
2 moons, that's a long ways. How do you travel here so far safely?
Friend with all the spirits walking with me. Not afraid to travel anywhere.
Let me ask something else.
We and I be glad to answer.
Who's we?
Spirits with me, friend. They be all around. Sometimes talk.
What spirits?
Spirits be everywhere. Travel with we and I. Grampy Bone do most of talking.
Who's Grampy Bone?
Him strong spirit. Much honor carrying him.
Wait, you mean that bone in your nose?
Keep him close. Easier to touch his spirit. That's why he talk the most.
Can I ask you something
We
else?
and I be glad to answer.
Why do you travel so much?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. We show up, didn't peep him. Get pretty hot. We and I be glad to answer.
I'm interested in some local information.
What can we and I do you for?
We're going to find a trade, a healer, or a room.
So many questions. Maida takes care of trade here, and her mother Arden takes care of the rooms. No shaman in town, but you may be able to trade for medicine.
Okay,
What
thanks.
can we and I do you for?
Ever hear of a Garden of Eden creation kit?
Never heard of it. But Maida's been keeping us busy.
Who's Media?
She's the boss. We pay off and go find sis. What can we and I do you for?
What are you doing here?
Slavers got our sis. Don't Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You're looking for Vic the Trader?
Vic the traitor, more like. Comes to village, says he knows about slavers. Tells us to come see him. We go. He ain't there.
Your sister was taken by slavers?
Sis went trading at another village and never come back. We and I go look for her.
What do you find?
One survivor. Dude was in bad shape. Said evil warriors came with magic torches. Fire would lick tribe warriors and they'd go to the spirit.
What about your sis?
The evil warriors tied up the rest and took off. Sis with them. Friend, we be finding her or dying trying.
Sounds like slavers to me. Have you found anything about them?
We and I know they're slavers at din. When we're free, we're out of here.
Alright. Tell me
We
something
and
else.
I be glad to answer. What can we and I do you for?
What's going on in town?
Busy place. Bugmen snatching cattle. Spirits walking. Smiley missing.
Yeah, bugmen.
Or be telling us about bugs that walk on 2 feet and steal Brahmin. Shook him up.
Interesting.
Have more questions for Sulik?
Walking
The
spirits?
canyon east of Herd area supposed to have a walking, howling spirit.
To the
shaking
west,
loads.
really.
You have more questions for Sulik? Smiley's a good hunter. Say he looking for the golden gecko's nest.
Okay, well, I thought that was Tor, but, looks at you and shakes their head. Moo moo moo. Okay, well, here's the rest of Trapper Town. You must have come north from the den. No, I hadn't. Not even close. Damn travel's always stirring up trouble. I'd offer prayer to the great rat spirit if you're in town for long. Watch out or you'll up and end up just like Phil. I don't think we want you in this part of town. Well, they don't want me in the other part of town either, so... What are you looking at? Damn travel's always stirring up trouble. Hey, I just walked into your home. Like the big damn hero chosen one that I am. And you're lucky that I'm not breaking up all your pottery trying to find rupees. But you don't have rupees, do you? Oh, well, heck, long as I'm here. Hey, healing powder and gecko skins. Why don't you go back to the golden gecko? Yeah, good idea. And since you're not going to say anything about me taking your stuff, I am going to rob your bigoted butt and just leave on my merry way. I don't care how far you sashay around. Ah, guns. There's someplace useful. If I could just get there. Ah, barricade. Come on, there's a whole thriving metropolis over there, relatively speaking. How the heck do I get over there? Why are you looking at me like that? Well, you look like somebody who might actually be useful. Have a quest hook, some information of some type. My mom said you'll eat me if I'm bad. No, not bad. If I'm hungry, there's a difference. Hello, Travel. My name is Slim Pick, and you can talk to me about Trapper Town. We don't want any trouble here. Hello there, Slim. My name is Matt. Why do you call this Trapper Town? Well, this here's part of town where us trappers live, and we're not trapping geckos. The only problem about the free digs is the rats on the north side. We have most of the entrances to that part of the mall barricade pretty good. You ever go to the north side? We blocked off all the entrances to the north side of town except one. I have a key to that entrance just in case anybody needs to get over there for any reason. Can't figure out why I'd want to, though. I sure wouldn't. Interesting. That was something else. Do you ever go to the north side? Blocked off all the entrances. Same thing. Tell me about trapping geckos. You're interested in trapping, eh? He looks you up and down. I don't think I'd try if I were you. You might get your hands all dirty and calloused. I'm a tribal dude. Everybody complains about me being all primitive and calloused anyway. Anything else you want to know about? Well, I sure don't get my hands dirty. I sure wish I was a trapper like you are. I bet you could teach me a lot. I could teach you some about the doors, but it's going to cost you $100. Well, you better have a lot to teach for that. Well, that ought to have you learned a thing or two or three about the great outdoors. Hope you can put it to some good use. Remember the scat now. You're right. Old scat does not taste near the same as fresh. Thanks, Slim. Now tell me more about the geckos. Thank you all for the tips, Slim, but I think smelling that scat's good enough. I was wondering about something else, though. What do you want to know about? Anything about Garden of Eden creation kit? Oh, you mean a geck, huh? I saw an ad for one of those in an old magazine, but I don't think it exists anymore. Certainly not around here, anyway. Really? Well, tell me about something else. Sure have a lot of cars here. We have a whole lot full of cars, all ready for their owners to come back from shopping. Thing is, they never did. Not on one of them, though. There's real beauty of a Chrysalis Motors Highwayman just east of here, but I haven't figured out how to get to it yet. A Highwayman? That's interesting. Tell me about something else. Rats? Tell me more about rats. Well, it tastes pretty good if you spit roast them with just a twitch of herbs. Most of the time, they can be a real nuisance, and they're just getting worse. We barricade north side of town, but they're sneaking through anyway. At home, Mom used to pan-fry them with a little butter, but tell me more about the rat attacks. People disappear, and just them are slow as sickly for now. Of course, they don't stop to cook their food like us. They just nod into a few bloody clumps of hair and rags. At least that's all we find in the morning. Heard talk there's some kind of giant rat god that tells them what to do. Interesting. Somebody should do something about it. Say, do you have a key to Northside Trapper Town? You want the key to Northside Trapper Town? I'm an explorer. I want to explore every place I can. Besides, maybe there's a geck on a forgotten back shelf in there. I'm going to help you with your rat problem. I just want to try and get to that car on the other side of the fence. I'll help you with the rat problem. Well, okay, here's the key. Just don't go stirring up too much trouble back there, and maybe close the door behind you. Thanks for the key, Slim. Before I go, I have a few more questions. And yeah, I think that covers everything. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't check out my new magazine. Issue of Cat's Paw magazine. It weighs 1 pound. And I can't read it like a regular magazine. At least not one of the ones that gives skill bonuses. Oh, just for the heck of it. Failed to pick the lock. Keep trying. Just for the XP. Your lack of skill has jammed the lock on this door. Okay, fine. No, I did say I would close the door behind me. Where the heck is the entrance to that gun place? Because, yeah, I fully intend to do the noble heroic quest of, saving everybody, but, I'd kind of like to get my hands on a gun first. empty metal shelves. The advertising on the side of this machine promotes their popular soda. I remember what I said about how I really hate the layout of this game, and just finding the way into the buildings is half the challenge of this thing. The heck of it is, I can see, I can see rats in here. And, okay, yeah, there it is. At least the rats are something we can do with our martial arts skills. And how close am I to leveling anyway? 2440, that is going to be a lot of rats. But at least I've gotten some much improved skills from Mr. Sullivan. You'd think a bunch of trappers would be able to handle rats. Just saying. And nothing useful on the bookcase. critically kicked it for 16. Might be a good time to try and use that healing before I take on the last one. And hey, sewer entrance. Actually, it looks kind of like a mine rather than a sewer, but never you mind. Ha ha! A little bit of excavation humor there. Very little. Hey, we have bullets. Now if we only had a halfway decent gun. Okay, that shows us where some of the rats are. That rat rather wisely seems to be running from me. Which actually seems like much more rat-like behavior than, the rats who are charging toward me. don't seem to want to be following me. It looks as though this person died very painfully. And yeah, it is near impossible to spot anything on the ground that might be worth picking up. Unless it's on a body. Alright, got that one. And that was enough for us to level, apparently. So, got a choice of perks this time around. We got, let's see, awareness. With awareness, you're given detailed information about any critter you examine. You see their exact hit points and information about any weapon they're equipped with. Conscious nature, you are more alert outdoors and enemies are less likely to sneak up on you. With this perk, you get a +3 to your perception in random encounters when determining placement. Comprehension, you pay much closer attention to the smaller details when reading. You gain 50% more skill points when reading books. Could be useful. Earlier sequence, you're more likely to move before your opponents in combat, since your sequence is +2 for each level of this perk. Here and now, with this perk, you immediately gain an extra level. Night vision. You can see in the dark better. This will reduce overall darkness by 20%. I can just turn up the brightness on my monitor for that. You command attention just by walking into the room. The initial reaction of a person is improved by 10% for each level. Quick pockets. You have learned to pack your equipment better. Accessing your inventory only costs you 2 action points instead of 4. Scout. You have improved your ability to see distant locations, increasing the size of explorations on the world map by 1 square in each direction. You also have a better chance of finding special encounters. Smooth Talker. You have learned to increase your dialogue options without understanding what you're talking about. Each of those perks will increase your intelligence by 1 up to 10 for the purposes of dialogue only. Swift Learner. You are indeed a Swift Learner with this perk, as each level gives you an additional +5% bonus whenever you earn experience points. This is best taken early. And I think we'll go ahead and go with that, since it'll explain why I'm learning all of this stuff so quickly. And because it is turning out to be way more important than expected. Throw a few into unarmed. Okay, let's check out the skeleton. Hey, crowbar. This empty mirror barrel has the nuclear trifoil symbol paint on the side in bright yellow paint. And I think we see another ladder going down. I think we all know where this is going from here, don't we? But first things first. There's my healing powder. And into the hole. That looks like a completely different sort of rat than what we've been encountering in here before. Tough pig rat. That one just hit me for 12. You know, this might be the point where pulling out the crummy gun that we have might be a good idea. Because, yeah, 2 kicks is not enough to take these guys out. Let's see how much distance I can put between me and them. Okay, inventory first. Though given that I'm high in healing powder, this is probably not going to do anything to help my aim. Then again... On the other hand, maybe this gun isn't quite as bad as I remembered. And, I think that might be that rat guy there we've been hearing about. Hey, kitty rat. Yeah, let's it come to us. Aim is blocked. The Rat God was hit for 9 hit points. Actually, discretion being the better part of our. Let's head a little further down the hallway. So, that guy is almost as fast as we are. Actually, I think he might be faster. Okay, yeah, he is as fast as we are. And the gun seems to be doing less and less good. King kill now! Rat God was critically hit for 13 hit points, seriously wounding the rat and knocking it around. Squeak! Kill King's children! Shoot. You killed King Rat. You gain 300 experience points. It is dead. Well, that was an adventure, but rather than make you watch me go around and finish killing off the rest of the rats on this level just for the sake of clearing out and getting all of the XPs, and I think that might be the way the gun shop we were looking for, I'm going to go ahead and cut this chapter here, and next time we will pick up once we can go and receive the grateful adulation of the trappers for having killed the rat god and reopened half of their town. We'll see you then.